Out of the Blue, proudly brought to you by Grant Burge Wines.
Another surprise!
Out of the blue,
You want that with fries?
out of the blue. Come with me across the sea. On a barbecue, we're gonna cook for you.
Nothing but blue skies!
Out of the blue,
You want some chili with those fries?
out of the blue.
Hi and welcome to another episode of Out of the Blue. Today's program comes from the beautiful Barossa Valley, famous of course for its vines and wine. But today we're going to explore some of the other produce from the valley.
The Barossa Valley is a beautiful wine region, only an hour from Adelaide. We're visiting this time in the winter, when the vines are bare, but the countryside is lush and green. We'll be visiting the famous Creamy Kale winery and also be exploring some of the other produce of the region.
On today's show, we're going to cook formaggio, otherwise known as a kingfish. We're going to do a traditional Malay curry. It's called ikan bakar, but I need my mate Nick and Keelan to go and get some food. I need some dried fruit for this recipe.
There's something really magical about old grapevines, but over here I've got something very special to show you. We're in the Gully Gardens orchard and Rick's over here standing next to an ancient fruit tree. Rick, how are you going?
Not bad, thanks, Michael.
Hey, tell us about this old fruit tree. It is so beautiful.
Look, Michael, these trees are just amazing. We're the third owners of this property, but there was the Giles family that would have probably originally planted all these trees here.
And does this still produce? I mean, I can
Certainly
see
does,
the
Michael,
buds on
yeah.
it. So how do you care for a tree like this?
Give it plenty of fertilisers,
Yeah.
water, and just look at the signs, you know, what the tree's sometimes telling us.
Wow.
You know,
it's telling you, I want to be here for another 110
that's
years.
what it looks like, doesn't it?
Rick and Rosemary Starkey have these wonderful old fruit trees in their orchard near Angaston. As we're here in winter, the fruit has been harvested and the trees are enjoying a rest.
Now, from all that hard work out in the orchard during the summer months and the autumn, all the cutting and the drying, the fruit finishes up in here. Now, Rick, what have you got in here? There's so many different products.
I know, Michael, it's just unbelievable, all the products that we actually have in here, and you look around from the actual dried fruits itself that we actually grow. We're growing numerous fruits, apricots, peaches, plums, pears, nectarines, even apple. When the whole industry started to change and we couldn't see the viability of carrying on selling our fruit to a packer, so we then thought out of the square, let's build this little farm shop on the side here of the shed, and then we carried on, you know, bringing in, making different products and bringing in products.
Now, all the different variations of the dried fruits that the fruit that you grow then dry it, what would be seriously the most popular one?
Oh, at the end of the day, it'd have to be apricots. Definitely apricots.
Now, coming up in the program, Michael is going to be cooking a fish curry with fruit, and he asked me to pop in and pick some up. So I'm looking here at apricots. I think apricots, I'll take some of those. Pears, no, but have a look at them. They really are sensational. Prunes, now Michael may need prunes, but I don't think for the dish. We might leave those. So what have we got here? Peach, no. I tell you what, that looks pretty good. That's a fruit salad, dried fruit salad. So I think with the combination of the additional apricots and the dried fruit salad, this fish curry is going to be stunning. Hi there, Rose. I see you've got a little collection for Michael.
Yes.
So we'll sort of add those up too.
Lovely.
We'll use those later on. I've got all this fabulous gear and it's an absolute treasure, this place. You must visit next time you come up to the Barossa Valley, particularly in Angaston area.
Mickey, my mate's been to Gully Gardens, built this fantastic selection of dried fruits that I'm going to use in my ikan bakar. So after the break, we're going to show you how to make a fish curry.
Grant Burge wines are synonymous with the Barossa Valley. The Burge family winemaking traditions date back to 1855, when their ancestors arrived from England. The strength of the brand is in these vineyards, spread throughout the valley, delivering the best fruit from some of the oldest vines.
Craig, how old are these vines here?
They're about 40 years old at the moment, so they got some nice maturity on them.
You're a winemaker. What's your grasp on the theory that, you know, a good bottle of wine starts here in the paddock?
Well, it's true. It is very true. You've got to get the vine structure right. The viticulturist has got to do his job and make sure everything's in balance until harvest time comes along. You know, as a winemaker, you can't improve on what you've got.
Yeah.
You just guide it along the way and get the best potential out of those grapes. We've experienced some vintages where we've had really dry winters and dry springs, and the subsoil moisture is not there. So it's really critical to have that subsoil moisture. So that rainfall is beautiful.
The Grant Burge wines have been recognised with many national and international awards.
We have no trouble getting lightness, so we have no trouble getting flavour. We're consistent. Pick up a bottle of Barossa Shiraz, you expect something rich and sweet and luscious and full of flavour, and you're going to get it. And I think that consistency has helped.
Selamat pagi,
Shut it.
and we're going to do ikan bakar today, and we're going to do curried fish.
Yes.
And firstly, I've got a point of difference. I'm going to coat my fish in turmeric.
No flour?
No. What you can do, I'll put the pan back on because we need sizzle.
Yeah. What are you going to do with the fruit?
The fruit, I'm glad you asked me that. It's a very good question, actually. I just got to think about that. I know. I'm going to put it in the stock and give it flavour and texture. Because you went to all that trouble
I
to
did.
get it. You did. You know what my favourite dried fruit is?
No.
Want to tell you?
Prunes?
Prunes? No. Actually, you know what? I love pears. I love dried pears. Can you speak with your mouth full?
Pear?
Pear? Thank you. Now, I reckon about a minute either side. I want to get a bit of colour. I don't want to overcook this because it's going to cook also in the stock. See, I'm getting a bit of colour there. Okay.
Now look at that, that's beautiful.
About another minute.
Yeah, they look stunning.
Can I have the blue plate?
Blue plate?
See, we're true to the show. La bleu. Très bleu. Here we are. Look at that. Just enough, just to get colour, that's all. Okay, now, what's happening? I need the onions, the garlic and the ginger.
All right.
Put them in.
Onions. And we've used brown onions today.
What reason, Michael?
Well, it's just a little bit sweeter. I thought it might sort of go well with the fish and, of course, the fruit.
The fruit and the garlic and the ginger. Okay, I reckon I've got enough colour. Can you put in the fish stock?
Fish stock.
And
look
it's
at
so
look at
easy
that
to make
beautiful,
it.
you like that?
Oh, very good. I like the colour. Just put in,
Fabulous.
not too much.
You tell me.
Keep going. I want to let the fish swim in
Tell
it.
me, tell
Keep
me,
going,
tell
keep
me.
going. That should do it, Nicky.
Tell me.
Now, can you also put in the fruits?
Oh, I missed doing this. Now, what I've done is
good to-
julienne the fruit.
Okay.
You see it, it's a bit sticky because it's just fabulous to eat.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that. And you got colour. I want it to reduce just a little bit.
Now, I've got the curry powder.
Yeah, put some curry powder in for me. That should do it.
And white wine. This is a
yeah.
beauty. This is the Eden Valley
And that's
Riesling. Now, how much?
Just a little bit, please.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Now, Mickey, that's thickened enough. I'm going to put the fish back in.
Excuse me?
Yes. Oh, can you? If I do the work, will you
Yes.
do the drinking?
I will. No, just a
Nothing's
sip.
changed,
We
nothing's
just need a
changed.
sip. We've got to
Nothing's
drink
changed.
responsibly.
There we are. Look. And see,
that
the
back in
tummy
there.
does give it colour. Salute.
That's ready.
That is
No?
ready, Mickey. There we are. Look at that. It held well. So there is
Thanks,
our
Mark.
ikan
It's been-
bakar.
Michael, this is a fantastic kingfish curry with some beautiful dried fruit. The wine I've chosen to go with this is our Thorn Eden Valley Riesling. Eden Valley Riesling, arguably the best Riesling area in the country. You might get a few arguments from the guys at Clare, but that's fine. This is a lovely, pristine, floral wine with beautiful citrus notes, and just will work so beautifully with this curry. It's sort of a match made in heaven, really. So, excuse me while I enjoy.
After the break, I'm going to look for some vegetables to cook with a beautiful pasta. Don't miss it.
Most of the early German settlers, when they came here to the Barossa, had a plot. That plot, they probably had a cow or a horse, maybe a pig, grew their own veggies, their own fruit trees. I mean, it would have been a great lifestyle, but it would have been pretty hard. But today that tradition carries on. I mean, I'm here in Cherie's garden, and I'll tell you what, it's amazing. What, you can get in a... Hi Cherie, how you going?
Hello, hello, hello.
This is a fantastic garden.
And it's raining on it, which is good. We don't complain about this.
No.
We love the veggie garden. It feeds us. We eat out of this all year round. It's always a bit trickier in winter because you don't have as much
Can I
produce.
just stop you here? Look, this is rocket. Seriously. We in Adelaide, we struggle to grow rocket. You know,
It's gone
bulbs are
wild.
This is amazing. Oh, this is super rocket.
I've got kale here.
Yep.
This is the curly leaf kale.
Yes.
And
it's very attractive, isn't it?
it's beautiful. This is the more famous Italian one, Cavolo Nero.
Nero, yep.
So
The black one.
the black Tuscan cabbage.
Yep. That's enough. That's
You
great.
sure? All right.
Plenty.
Do
Plenty.
you want some curly pie?
Yes, that'd be good, thanks. I wouldn't mind a cup of tea either, if you just happen to have one floating around the joint. It is freezing out here
I think
today.
I can
This is a
help.
typical day in the Barossa.
It's a typical day in Barossa.
Hey Michael, this is a kale I got from... Excuse me. Excuse me. I'd like to
We started
direct...
filming yet?
Yes,
Oh, sorry.
you're on.
I get carried away.
Sorry about
We're
that.
in the Mejak room and it's conducive to drinking.
At Grant Burge, it's just at the back
At the back of off Crondorf Road.
Crondorf Road, yeah, lovely
How
spot.
are you, Mickey?
I'm very well. Now, I picked a couple of pieces of leaves, but what I've done with that,
Yes.
I've taken the spine off, or the stem, really hard stem off, and I've just got the leaves that are remaining,
Yes.
chopped them up.
How did you cook it?
I
Right.
didn't cook it. So
Very
what
nice.
I did,
Yes.
blanched them for about 5 minutes, salt
Okay.
and water, and chopped it up, and there you have it.
Okay.
So this is a
told me-
sausage and kale penne.
Penne.
Now you may well ask, where's the sausage?
Where is the sausage?
Didn't do it.
Where is the sausage, Michael?
Did not do it with a sausage. I did it with some beautiful meatballs.
You mentioned that. That's Steiny's.
It is fantastic.
Do you know how to spell it?
Yes, I do. Away you go.
Steiny's.
A tick and a star.
Yes, I get 5 early minutes. I don't wear the dunce hat in the corner anymore.
Anyway,
Okay.
so put that in
I'm under
with a bit of olive
instruction.
oil. Okay, then a little bit of onion.
All of it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 2/3. 2/3.
Is that
And
2/3?
It's 2/3. Now you notice one thing.
Yes, I do.
I haven't put the garlic in yet.
I asked you earlier why.
Yeah. Well, I'm just
why
gonna-
Michael, haven't you put the garlic in
Well, I
earlier?
want the garlic to be part of the finished dish that you can actually taste it.
Okay, yes. Otherwise,
Then
it
sometimes you
loses
want- you
all the
don't.
volatile acids.
Oils. There's our kale.
Okay, you want to put the kale in
And
now?
rocket. Doesn't it look fabulous?
It does. All right.
So
Anyway,
I'd put that in.
I thought I had to do it.
Oh, sorry, there you are. It slips.
I did it.
So used to
Thank you.
doing it.
It's,
uh,
it's good for something.
So you've got that
Oh,
there.
we've got a sizzle now.
That's not bad.
Got
I
a
think,
sizzle?
Michael, just a little bit of pepper.
Yes, can I?
There you are, a little
That's
bit
it,
of that.
wonderful. Yep. All right,
Now,
what do we do
the
now?
The other thing to do is put the penne
All right,
in.
could you
How
do
much?
that for me? I'll scoop it
Yeah,
in.
you
And
do it.
Don't use your hands.
This is a full
don't-
pack in here.
I reckon-
Sanremo, of course.
I reckon that's about it.
Okay,
I'll give it a bit of
beautiful.
a stir.
Okay. And then we've got some chicken stock.
Yes.
Put a little bit. You make all your own stock, don't
Yeah,
you?
you know how I do it?
Very good.
Onions, celery,
Chicken?
and chicken bones. Onions, celery, the same. Carrots. And
Carrot.
I let
about
it
a
go
cup.
until the bones dissolve and break up.
Beautiful.
All right. And there we are.
So we've got flavours here like coriander, we've got rocket, we've
Yes.
got kale, and we'll add a few other things as we go along the way.
After the break, we're back with the results of this delicious recipe.
Now, Michael, these have been going a few minutes, three or
Yes.
4 minutes, and it hasn't finished.
Yeah, there's more?
There's more.
What about the garlic?
Just as coming here.
Thank you.
See, I'm just putting that
See,
on
you
the
can't
top.
help yourself. You've got to do these things.
Look at that.
Okay.
Now, we're going to put this in.
I love parmesan.
Parmesan.
I love.
Mix that in.
Okay, I will.
And the very last thing we do,
Yeah.
you know how I cook the penne beforehand?
Yes.
Well, I've reserved some of the liquid,
Of-
which has got in it a little bit of salt, not a lot, some of the starches
Exactly.
from the pasta, and also a little bit of olive oil. I
Dear
reckon,
Chef.
I reckon that's about it.
Okay, all right.
Now, Michael, I can't give you any more, but
No, you've done well.
there's one thing.
Look at the cheese. The cheese is melting.
Yes, there's one thing I would do if I was
what,
home.
what would that be, Michael?
Seriously, I'd put a little bit of chili.
Chili,
in.
of course.
Just even the perfume of chili.
I think
so
Mark,
there you are.
I think Mark was sponsored by the Chili Gardens of Australia.
This is Meshach, Grant Burge's premium wine, and named after his great-grandfather, Meshach Burge, who was one of the pioneers here in the Barossa Valley and made a port wine, very big in that. And this is made from premium, beautiful Barossa old vine Shiraz. I mean, it does not get any better. And it's won all these awards all over the world. So it's a classic wine, but it sort of reminds me a little bit of my old Sunday school days, you know, when if you get the other two premium wines here, this is Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. So you have these three wines that are named after these biblical characters who, with Daniel, were pushed into the fiery furnace by King Nebuchadnezzar. Now, they walked out the other side unscathed. And I can tell you, the old King Nebuchadnezzar wasn't very happy about that. In fact, he was rather nicked off the fact they got through it unscathed.
Grant Burge Wines features a very welcoming cellar door, an opportunity to taste the range of wines, and it also features their famous lunch platter. And we'll give it a try. It is absolutely delicious. A stunning new addition to the Grant Burge facility is the Meshach Cellar. Nestled into the vineyards with stunning views across the Barossa, this is a magnificent setting for private tastings, for conferences, for meetings, even for cooking on Out of the Blue.
Hey, I'm back in Cherie's kitchen. Now, I mean, I haven't done anything, but you know what I'd really love?
What would you really love,
Cup
Michael?
of tea.
Well, you ready for a bit of an
Yeah.
adventure, Michael?
Here we
Come
go.
on down.
Hey? How good is this?
Okay, so tea choices, Michael.
What?
Well, you can either have or and
Very
we
good.
have a good black tea. Do you do like a, you know, like a bloke's tea, like a builder's tea?
No, not really. I've tried oolong. It's an oolong tea, but I don't like that. But
That's pretty
green's my man. And
Right.
sometimes I like those sleepy teas. Do you make those?
Sleepy tea?
Sleepy tea,
Oh, do
chamomile.
you? Yes, I do.
I
I do
love
a
it.
beautiful
That-
chamomile.
Yes. I like that. I like the teacup. Look at the teacups.
I made those.
You guys are so clever.
They're funny, aren't
Now,
they?
don't tell me you made the chocolate.
Yes, of course I make the chocolate. Have some of that. It's good for you.
I love chocolate. This is dark chocolate too. What a finish for the day. Whoops. I think I could stay here for a while. Michael, you better get ready, old boy, to finish the program because I ain't going anywhere.
That's our show for today. Join us next time on Out of the Blue, and cheers. My mate has been doing La Cherie Amour, but I befriended Jodie. Jodie is the barista, and she won the top. Oh, sorry about this. Oh, Michael Keelan. I got to tell you, anything to lose my line, get off the line, will you? This is my piece to camera. Honestly, you can't hide help. Jodie, I love my coffee, Jodie.
Lots of dried fruit. So don't forget it, 5:30, right here on Channel 9 Saturday.
Yeah. Some of us are professionals.
Yeah.
Out of the Blue, proudly brought to you by Grant Burge Wines.